Hello and welcome back to Familiarity Radio. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about how your brain is ultimately protecting you every time that you go to post content online. I'm not editing that out. Let's dive in. All right, so there was this nutritionist that I did a lot of work with at the beginning of 2025. She actually does a lot of gluten-free, dairy-free recipes, and she's done corporate cooking. She's also done some more smaller business events and retreats, and she is a beautiful soul. And I remember at the beginning of 2025, she had actually given some indication that the reason why she didn't enjoy posting online so much was to do with the fact that she didn't really want to start any kind of controversy or create any kind of confrontation with other people. And so when we think about that, I think of, fear of visibility, like fear of posting online because of what's going to happen when you become visible or what you believe in or what you have to say. And just the fact that she even admitted that she was afraid to start something is huge, okay? Because once you admit it, it kind of loses its power over you. And this goes to speak to the big elephant in the room, which is the entire topic of this podcast. And it's that your brain is protecting you. Not once in any of the posts that she had posted before in the past had she ever had anything happen in her comment section. Nobody's ever sent her a DM or reached out to her. Nobody ever really had any kind of reaction or response to whatever she was talking about in any of her posts. And so her brain made up a scenario because of its fear to protect her. None of this has ever happened. Not once has it ever actually happened in real life. And here she is, and she's like, oh, well, I don't want to start any kind of controversy with anybody. What? I love you so much. And this shows that the brain's number one prime directive is to keep you safe no matter what. And this is functioning from a survival area. When we're going into creating content, if you are afraid of what people have to say, if you have a fear of visibility, a fear of judgment, if you have, any kind of doubt within yourself, any kind of comparison syndrome, comparisonitis, whatever you want to call it, imposter syndrome, all of that is made up. That is the brain trying to keep you safe, because if you were to go out there and if you were to put your voice online, if you were to put your face online, if you were to talk about what you believe in, then somebody else might fight you. Somebody else might not agree with you. And we are tribal people. Humans, the reason why the human race is the ultimate right now is because we band together in communities. And even if we have differences, we're willing to look past them, because ultimately at the end of the day, the tribe is necessary for our species to survive. And it's not a coincidence that when it comes to new things, whether it's new technology, social media, whatever the case may be, AI, right? Your brain will make up a scenario as if it's a survival scenario. This is what your brain does, because that is its number one prime directive, to keep you safe. No matter what, it wants to make sure that you're going to live, that you're going to continue on, and that you are going to be safe. Because if you're not safe, then you die, right? So it's really important to recognize that all of these things, all of these feelings are just ultimately they're your brain trying to convince you that you can't do these scary things, or that these things are scary. There was one person, I actually heard her refer to it as dick brain, because it is. It's a dick. You can't be real with me. You can't tell me that you want to go achieve your dreams and live out your dreams and then not actually go do it. How does that work? So that's one example that I wanted to outline in this episode. There's also one other example. I don't know who here has been watching the Taylor Swift docu-series that's on Disney Plus. I think it was episode 5. And she talked about how she's 5'10", and when she walks into her room, she has a reputation that's 500 feet tall. So like it's like 10 times her height or like 500 times. You understand what I mean? Like she's comparing her height as a taller than average woman to the height of her reputation. And that comes from all of the things that other people are saying about her. Okay? That's absolutely nothing to do with what she's choosing, what she's saying, how she's behaving. None of it has anything to do with her. It's what other people are saying about her. And this plays in with this very same topic because she is probably the highest grossing tour runner ever, next to the Beatles. And the Beatles, there were like 4 or 5 of them, right? She is a one-woman personal brand artist. And yes, she does have her dancers and she has her backup singers. She's a whole team of people, yes. And she is on TV all of the time because of her relationship with Travis Kelce. Everybody in the tabloids is talking about her breakup with Joe Alwyn or, any other of the past, Jake Gyllenhaal or Tom Mayer, whoever else she saw in her past life. And she carries this humongous reputation. And not once did we ever see, except maybe in the beginning of the docuseries, did we ever see her break down? Or did we ever see her stop pursuing her dreams? She continued on. Because even though these people are saying these things about her, she knew that she wanted to have this life. She knew that she wanted to become a pop star. She knew she wanted to sing. She knew she wanted to write music. It doesn't matter what other people are saying. What matters is that she's living out her purpose through writing music about her life and her experiences and her relationships. It has nothing to do with what some news anchor in Sacramento is saying about her. Like, not a single thing. And we actually did see in the first episode of the docuseries something that we have never seen before, where she actually did have a moment where she was super upset about something that happened in the news. And it was something that happened in London while she was on her European tour. It was something tragic. And of course, anybody would have the same kind of reaction. It's horrifying news. It's depressing news. And so she's sad. She's upset. She wants to make sure that those people feel okay. Those families are okay. And we never once saw that when she was on her Eras tour. Never once. And even through the Eras tour, she was probably also writing her next album, The Life of a Showgirl. And you cannot tell me for 1 second that she didn't have any kind of feeling that other people normally experience. She experiences feelings similarly to everyone else, I imagine. Especially if she's breaking down because something happened and it's tragic and it's sad, right? And her brain was like, if you want to do this, you get to keep going. She has it completely rewired from survival to thrival, if thrival is a word. That's the difference. When we can start to go from, oh, well, if I post, then somebody's going to fight me, or if I do something, then somebody's going to say something about me. Release that from yourself. Look at how many people talk about Taylor. Look at how many people talk about her behind her back, even to her face probably, because that's what they're saying on a camera to who knows how many hundreds of thousands of people who are tuning into their media streams, their live streams, their news streams. If she can take that and she can create an opportunity out of it, so can you. Your brain is just trying to keep you safe by telling you that people are going to troll you in your comments. Do you know how many people I've had troll me in my comments? Do you know how many people I've had troll me in my DMs? Do you know how many people I've had troll me in real life? It's never going to stop. It happens because those people they're not at the same perspective, mind frame, or wavelength that you are. And ultimately, they're looking to get to the same mindset, wavelength, or level because they want to experience something higher for themselves. So I want you to consider that the next time that something happens online, the next time that you go to post, the next time you go to launch, whatever the case may be, because your brain is literally just trying to keep you safe, and you can create an opportunity out of this without a shadow of a doubt. I want to thank you for tuning into the podcast. I want to encourage you to leave a rating and review if you have not left one already. It helps the podcast grow and reach new listeners. And I also want to let you know about what's down below in the show notes, because there's a lot to come in 2026. This is the year of becoming unrecognizable. In the show notes down below, I have a couple of free things for you, a free nervous system, free 5 exercises for nervous system regulation. I also have down in the show notes my Notion business strategy template, which is exactly what I'm using right now to read my 3 bullet points that are in my notes section of my podcast post, Your Brain is Protecting You. And I also want to let you know about something that's going to be coming. It's called the Era of Expression. It's going to be coming in February of 2026. It's going to be epic. It is going to be all about expression, messaging, content, business, you name it. It's there. NLP, mindset, it's all in there. And then the last thing that I want to leave you with is a breakthrough day. And I'm not talking about just a breakthrough day in terms of what's down below in the link in my bio. I'm also talking about an episode about what happened on my breakthrough day back in November when I went up to get my Master NLP certification. So I want to thank you for tuning in, encourage you again to leave a rating and review, and I'll talk to you soon.